What's up, y'all? BT back at y'all again, man. I didn't know I was gonna have to get back on here and do one of these videos, but since I've been doing my research and looking at the news articles going on in ESPN, it's pretty obvious that the NBA either is completely backwards or life is just confusing. Because, and I'm venting about money again, so y'all bear with me on this topic because it really just amazes me. The NBA, has been going through their whole CBA or collective bargaining agreement, and for those of you who don't understand what that means, if you look at sports or if your significant other watches sports or whatever, it basically means it's a way that between the NBA and the fan, like the NBA teams and the players, they kind of come up with a way that the players get paid what they deserve without being cut short. And also it kind of sets a legitimate salary cap without there being any headaches. And most teams have like a set amount of money that they can pay certain players, because some players on the team may not even get $1 million a year, whereas you got some who get way too much money. I'm gonna take y'all back. It's been about 10 years ago to the day. It happened in 99, actually 98 or 99, where the NBA had the infamous lockout, where they had a reduced season. Instead of it being 82 games, it was only 50 games because, like I mentioned before, there was a problem with the collective bargaining with the players union and the NBA execs coming up with a legit set in stone theory as to a way to balance out, paying everybody out. Y'all give me 1 second, alright? Let me pull out my SK. I know how I do. Alright, I'm sorry. I don't like doing that because I know that's rude. But the number one reason, or the biggest conflict that drew about sparks behind the whole thing, they claim that Garnett got a huge contract. I think I want to say it's like 4th or 5th season in the league. He got paid 6 years, $126 million, which, when we average it out, we average it as, okay, they getting the same amount of money each year. So we're looking at it as, this dude getting $21 million a year. But, and I had to go back and think about this, players don't get that much. Like, they don't get that value. Like, the value we see is not what they get, like, the same. It's not split amongst 6 years. It's split amongst, okay, we're going to start you off at this base. Then as each year increases, we give you more money based on the pay, or based on what the team, how the team can, negotiate the contract. So it's all in what's written in the contract and how it works out. Now, most players, believe it or not, you would be surprised. It's not even about how much they get paid anymore on their base contract. It's all about them getting the signing bonus. Most players in the league really play for that signing bonus, because if you go out on the court or you go out on the field and you get so many home runs or touchdowns, or if you get a set amount of rebounds, or if you become defensive player of the year, it's those incentives in the contract that motivate you to say, hey, I'm going to go harder and I'm going to give my best effort to try to, improve myself. And every athlete, time and time again, proves that it can be done, and they usually are able to get the signing bonus. Shaq as well had a huge contract back then. He got 7-year, $121 million or 126. So that was kind of odd back then too. But teams really were able to shell it out, so it was no problem. LeBron makes money off just endorsements alone. He got $100 million before he even set foot on the court from Nike. So just think about things like that. A-Rod, I think, to me, is still the top one out of all of them. I think he got 10 years, and I forgot the exact amount, but I know he's getting over $20 million a year. And of course, I'm assuming that in the sense that that's how much you average it out to be. But it increases each year as you play. So that's why, if you notice, he hasn't left New York. New York has a mediocre season this year. They probably will get rid of him. That's, the Yankees are just like that. Why do I bring this up? I'm glad you asked. I'm reading an article right now on ESPN, and one of the guys who was a #1 draft pick, who really shouldn't have been a #1 draft pick in my opinion, he was all right, but he wasn't that much of a threat in the NBA. Andrew Bogut, he was the #1 pick for the Milwaukee Bucks back in 2005. He just inked a deal for 5 years, $72.5 million. So he's gonna be getting paid just fine and shouldn't be complaining about anything. So I found that to be very amazing, how much athletes are paid that aren't worth what they're paid, let alone, when they get paid this money, they don't know what to do with it. Look at Mike Vick. He got all of that money, and now he's not playing, and the worst part is this fool done filed bankrupt. And by me going on that football subject, let me spin it into my other topic that I'm still trying to get an idea of. Oh, wait a minute. I just got a text message from Brett Favre. Let me respond back. Brett, you need to get out of the league while you can. Alright, let me stop joking. I'm going to ask y'all a question, and I want y'all to be honest, and I really want to figure this one out. Who is Brett Favre really texting? And what type of setup? I know he's in the technology and he's probably up with the Joneses, I guess, whatever you want to call it. But let's be serious for 1 minute. Brett Favre. Now, the only reason I think I'm kind of annoyed by this topic is because he's trying to come back and play in the NFL. And if you want to come back and play in the NFL, you would normally try to sit down or maybe call somebody to see if you can talk to him. But to say that you sent a text message showing interest in coming back to play for the Packers, not a good look. No one of my friends, she's gonna look at this and she's a Green Bay fan, but I'm sorry, I hate to tell you, girl, that was a no-go. I won't feel in that. I ain't understand why he even had to do all that. But that's me. And besides, let's think realistically on it for 1 second. When he texted him, did he send him a short message or did he send him a story saying, "Hey, it's Brett Favre. I'm sending this text to see if I could possibly get back with the team. Please hit me back ASAP. LOL. JK. Holla. BF for Brett Favre." And the worst part is he got a response basically saying, "No, ain't gonna happen. I'm on vacation." It was like he probably got I wonder if the person he sent the message to had it set so whenever a message comes in from him or from anybody he doesn't want to be bothered with, it just sends an auto reply saying "out on vacation, can't talk." I'm just trying to figure. Like I said, I'm just trying to. It's a dumb topic, but it's funny because I'm really trying to get the grasp and the understanding of Brett Favre being on a cell phone texting somebody. Is he using the typical 10-digit keypad with the pound and that star, the pound and the asterisk or whatever? Is he using a sidekick? Is he using, a phone with a keyboard on it, a BlackBerry? What you doing, Brett? Like, tell me so I can understand, because I'm finding that one to be very odd yet highly amazing. But anyways, I always do these videos just to have fun and just kind of, let y'all know what's going on in my world and kind of vent a little bit, make you think. But that first topic I talked about, come on, y'all, let's get real. If we paying all these athletes all this money, what are the people out here who are actually earning a living, making, how they making money? I understand sports make money from playing and endorsements and promotions and all that crap. But we as consumers on a day-to-day basis, we buy the stuff that helps them get paid. We not getting nothing from it other than, ooh, I got a new shirt or I got a new hat. So it kind of bothers me, yet it amazes me how we've gotten so engulfed by the society and the life that we have to live. Because for us as struggling employees or, livers out here, of life, we only can do what we can. And if we struggle, we just struggle. NBA athletes complain if they're not getting $10 million a year and they got mouths to feed. Yes, pretty well, I am taking you out because I really still don't get that one. And the amazing part is, it's 2008. You said that over 4, maybe 5 years ago, and you still haven't found a home. Maybe they don't. Maybe they can't feed you either. So think on that. Food for thought. No pun intended. And y'all check out my videos. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe. And by all means, I'd love to hear what you all have to say, because I know my adoring fans are going to chew me out for this one. Blood, sweat, and tears. Mad Blogger signing.